Yeah.
that's cooked, and then you end of the story. So then you make the sauce, but instead, like I would use all butter to make like a roux. So
Yeah.
they use one tablespoon of butter and 1 tablespoon EVOO. So that's a little tweak. And then they, when you make the roux, instead of using all milk, you use skim milk instead of all milk. Plus they're using chicken broth.
Okay.
And it was,
yes.
it wasn't salty enough. You bake it into a casserole and it looked so good. I left the cover on so it didn't like brown.
Okay.
It was as appealing, but it didn't have that saltiness flavor, and I was so disappointed.
You can always add a little salt. Like I don't think, as long as you don't over salt things, I feel like if you're salting it, it's fine. I feel like when you get things that are already pre-salted, then it's like too much for our diet.
You can't fix it,
But yeah, like I feel like because I put salt on stuff. Like I use the Himalayan. I love the Himalayan pink sea salt.
Well, what's the difference between that and regular salt? Is that healthier? Or?
I think it is, but I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of like going with all the hype. Like everybody's like, "Oh, pink Himalayan sea salt." Hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Sorry.
That's okay.
They're so good.
I'm plugging my in again.
So anyways, but I was making the meal plans, and I still want to I really want to try to have 6 weeks of meal plans in there for you guys. There's 2 weeks right now.
I'm listening.
So my goal is to have the 3rd week up by tomorrow. And then I really wanted to have every Friday, keep adding them until I have 6. But
Right.
But I think what I'm going to do is this past week we had spaghetti sauce with meatballs.
Yes, your favorite sauce. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. So I'm going to put that on the meal plan for this next week, even though I'm not going to be making it. It'll be on the meal plan that I'm.
Oh, you're making the meal plans as like suggested for people?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yep. So just like, because what I want to try to do for people is on the meal plan, it has the grocery list and the recipe. So all they can just go to the store with that and be good to go. But just an idea.
Sure, you can only spoon feed them so much, though, and some people only like certain things. But we were talking about the salt. To me, I thought the Himalayan salt was like a coarse salt. I don't see it as like a fine table salt. Is it? Just coarse.
It's not fine. Like I get the grinder one, so
that's
but it's still on the coarse side, I think.
Right.
So anyway, but I'm gonna be putting that on the meal plan that I add along with the pot roast. Do you remember that?
You made the turkey meatballs, right? Turkey. Okay.
I use turkey meat.
Okay.
And I'll put the recipe in. I tried to measure it because I always go by eye.
I know.
It's a recipe I made, so I don't know.
Right.
So I tried to measure it. We'll see. But with the pot roast, did you guys?
Oh, I think Kerry made that I remember seeing that with like carrots and celery. She made that in the I was going to call it the Zoom pot, in the Instapot. Yeah.
Zoom pot.
The Zoom pot. Well, it is Zoom fast.
It is a Zoom pot because it's so fast.
I know.
But yeah, that is amazing. And I think we get the meat at Costco, so it comes in 2 big pieces.
Yes.
So we froze one. So I think I'll use that.
And do you thicken the gravy? You make it to a thicker.
And I use arrowroot instead
of. What's that?
It's a thickener. It's instead of cornstarch or flour, it's called arrowroot.
It's like a powder?
Yeah, it's a really weird consistency. It's really
And
like,
I don't know how to sell that in the store. Where do you find it?
Mike got it. Where I probably in the baking section,
Uh-huh.
or I would look in the baking section probably.
Right. I'll
Maybe
look
in the
for it.
health aisle, like the healthy aisle, but I think more the baking.
Is that you would use it just for thickening gravy, or what else do you use?
I don't know what else it's used for. I know that it is a thickener,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know what else they use it for,
Right.
if anything.
When you said root, I'm thinking like, when you make something with fresh ginger, the ginger root. So
Yes.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I'm
but it's
gonna,
a
find
powder,
out
but
about
it's
it.
a very strange consistency.
Uh-huh.
It's weird. Like, like when the snow outside is packed
Yes.
and it makes that pressy sound.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is like.
Oh, that's
it's
funny.
like,
I'm going to try it. I'm going to look for it.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's good. So I use that to thicken the pot roast.
What's in the pot roast? Carrots and potatoes?
Carrots and the potatoes I used with these little white potatoes. They were so good.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then it had carrots in it and something else. Some other vegetable.
Celery. I'm sure it was celery in it.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was something else. Excuse me.
That's okay.
And then I love that tzatziki sauce. I get that a lot, and I'm going to get another package of it from Costco. So good.
Carrie, one time I was at the house and she gave me the carrots with the hummus. For me, though, hummus isn't that that's beans, that's carb.
I don't know. For me, it's a healthy fat.
Okay. But
So
like if I wanted to have a snack at night, because I'm thinking just to eat the vegetables, I could use the hummus. But then I realized it's made from chickpeas, which is peas, beans, are all like carbs. So that wouldn't be good for me. Then I put that tzatziki sauce that comes in the deli section.
So good.
Oh, it's very good. Yeah. Yeah.
So good. It's the best. So I love that with carrots and tomato, and my kids like cucumbers, so I get cucumbers and they have it too.
Right.
They don't even use the dip. They just have the veggie. But
Carrie had the right idea about the vegetables. When you have, like, I don't just say, all right, I'm going to make myself a salad for lunch. If I have left, like I have a big bowl of leftover salad, if I have to just make it and start cutting vegetables I don't do it. So I always make ahead. So the same thing with the vegetables. If there's already peeled carrots and cut into little portions, or even a container of carrots cut up, I think I will go for them. Much more easily than say, oh, let me go peel a carrot for myself.
Right.
That was a good point that she made. She keeps them, I guess, in a bin or something in packages.
Right.
So I'm going to try to get into that more because I need to have vegetables for.
Okay. So
Carrie and I, we had our meeting, our goal meeting. We went to dinner. Yeah. So I was telling her, things. First of all, I had before she gets on, anytime I mention health things, she's always like, oh, your drama. But the truth is I had kidney stones. I had a kidney infection. So I wasn't able to pass the urine. So I couldn't drink water. The doctor said to get rid of the stones, drink water. I said, yeah, but I have urinary. It's not coming out. So I laid off the water, but now it's cleared. I have to get back into that water.
Yes.
Especially before the meal.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have to go back to that. I love the 2B mindset because I feel like no matter what program you're doing, 2B mindset principles apply to everything. It's just It's just really good tips and tricks for life, and I love that. I found great results drinking 16 ounces of water before you eat, right?
That's how it comes out to me. Yeah.
So,
it's like a water bottle.
Yeah.
That's not that much. Yeah.
And I love water. I drink it all day long. So
I find I can go for like hours and don't drink. But once I take that water, I'm like obsessed. Then I'll go for like 4 or 5 glasses.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yep.
And I also just in a habit, throw it in your pocketbook wherever I go. Bring water.
I always have water, and if I don't leave, it's like almost like I don't have my phone.
Right.
Like I need that water.
Well, you always have the shake on the go. And I haven't had the shake in over a month because I don't know if any of the other girls, the more you're on something, you mentioned, then everybody's on it. I'm on the blood thinners. So when my numbers are a certain way, I can't take the chance. It's been over a month that I've had a shake, and I'm just dying to go for that chocolate. Yeah,
I know the chocolate, and
because I don't know if it's
my body doesn't. I don't like. I've pretty much drank it every day for 3.5 years, but definitely there were days I missed it here or there, wherever. And on those days, I just don't function. I feel like I'm in a fog. Like I'm just like, I don't feel as good. I don't have as much energy.
Do you think, honestly, do you think that it gives energy, or is it just like a mindset?
Well, maybe it might be a connection. I don't know, but like I just know, like it's weird. Like when I drink it, I'll be like halfway through it, and I'll be like, oh, okay, good. Like I can like, I don't know. Maybe it's just my body's so used to it. It's like it's almost like if I don't take my vitamin in a day or something. You know, like you need to take it.
I know, so I'm missing it. I think this week I might be okay to go back on them. And I have the chocolate, and I still have like a half box of the pumpkin is still floating around in my house because I haven't had it. We were talking about that, and we were saying like they were going to bring something out in the holidays, maybe like some people drink, Carrie said peppermint mocha is popular or something. But they could have done a chocolate peppermint one for the holidays. And
I hoped, but I didn't see it, but we were just talking about that on the last call.
See, the only flavor that's like all year round that people have a craze for, and then it gets in October, they go nuts for, is the pumpkin. So I honestly believe that they can do that all year round.
Oh, I know.
Make that a staple flavor, I think. Yeah.
I know. People loved it. It sold out so fast.
I know. Yeah. And I was asking Carrie because it was a specialty. Did they charge more for it? And she said she doesn't think so. You know,
no. It was just they limited the amount. So instead of getting a full month supply, you got like a 2-week supply.
I think because it was supposed to be like a trial, and then everybody's scrambling to find it, buy it from somebody.
We're hoping, Carrie was saying maybe at Summit we'll hear about a flavor.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Carrie's going to go. You're going to what, Indiana?
Yeah.
That's exciting. Oh, so how was the last thing you went to on the weekend?
Oh, it was amazing. Oh, my God. I should have. Carrie, remember, so Susan is in my Fit Fam group because some of Carrie Danielle's people are in there. And I posted some of the Shaun T stuff from last week in my Fit Fam group. So like that stuff, like when we go on Sunday, this is a little off topic, but so that's why Susan knows about us going. And it was amazing. It was incredible. Yeah. Shaun T is just like,
I don't know. I mean, like you.
And even like his workouts, like I'm just like Carrie. I do not like cardio. I really don't. But there's something about his workouts. Well, not all his workouts, but
no, because I never had the feeling before. Like I really committed to wanting to do this program, and like seeing him when we worked out last week. It was an hour long.
Oh my God.
We thought it was going to be 20 minutes. We thought he was going to do another kind of sample workout. Looking at a clock. So we were just doing it. And he's like, okay, that's the warm up. And we thought like, oh, it's going to be over. And then I was excited. I'm like, oh, good. I want to do more. And then like when it was all said and done, it was like almost an hour long workout.
I ate donuts.
Wow.
It was so crazy. So I actually am like really excited, and I've been over these last 2 weeks doing a lot of like the sample workouts or, you know, trying to do that or doing cardio from the other programs that I do just to like be in that mindset. And I'm like feeling pretty good about it. So
yeah, I don't know. I think it's the step. I love the step. I'm so excited about that. And just him. And I don't know, the moves are just, I just love it. Like I wrote it in my post today when I posted my workout selfie that like, you know, I've done the preview workout now like 4 times, I think, and I'm not sick of it. Like I really like it. So I'm like, now we're going to have 36 different ones. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited. But
cool. Did you guys talk about what you're eating this week?
Well, I said pot roast with the potatoes and veggies. The Confessions of a Fit Foodie has an amazing pot roast, Instapot pot roast recipe that's like out of this world. I made it in the crock pot last time because we didn't have an Instapot. But now I have the Instapot.
It's going to be so much quicker.
Yay!
I'll be so excited.
And then I was saying in the veggies and the tzatziki sauce. I always like that. I love that for a snack. And for breakfast, I think I'm going to do, I did it a few weeks ago. It was really good. It was like a sausage, egg, cheese, and sweet potato bake. Like you do it in like a casserole, like a rectangular dish. And it's like a
That's
frittata, except it's not a frittata.
Is that what like Lori does? She mashes the sweet potato as the crust?
I don't remember. I think this had cubes of sweet potato in it.
Oh, it's cubes?
I think so. But you could probably do it as a crust.
So yeah, so what else do you put in it? You do the eggs?
Eggs, sausage, and cheese. Not too much cheese, but
sounds yummy.
It's really good.
Do something different. I definitely want to make the banana bread overnight oats again.
I have that on my list too.
I don't want to eat it every day. I find that like if I have the overnight oats too many days in a row, like I feel like bloated or gassy.
Yeah.
But I really did like that recipe. So I would do that again. Maybe I would do those in the beginning of the week and then maybe do like some like egg sort of breakfast the rest of the week.
That's what I have on I have my little meal plan out. So I have banana overnight oats for Monday, and then Tuesday I'm going to do that bake, and then I'll just do every other day.
That's good.
So that's good. I don't know what I'm doing for lunch. What are you doing for lunch?
Well, I really do. I'm like digging the BLTs.
Ooh.
Anthony and I are really loving those. And last week when I went to Trader Joe's on Sunday, it was like insanity. And the turkey, I was there later, much later than usual, and the turkey bacon was gone. So I just bought the uncured, like the most like natural, cleanest regular bacon you could buy.
Right.
And I made that, and it was good, but we only ended up having it one day because we had the I get the Trader Joe's quinoa and corn kale salad. It comes in like a little thing, but I dump it out and I add like chopped cucumbers. I add like pulled rotisserie chicken. What else do I add to it?
So you're talking about like a cold salad?
Yeah,
like,
it's already a salad, and
okay.
you can eat it just like that. But I make it into something so much bigger. Like I just add more to it. As like an avocado dressing.
Ooh.
Which is really good. And normally I would say, oh, you could swap out for a different dressing, but I still use the dressing that they give. And I make the salad even bigger. So like the dressing, it's not overwhelming of what you're getting. So it's pretty good. But Anthony loves it. And he would eat that every day. But again, it has cabbage in it. And I find if I have it like 2 days in a row or especially like 3 days in a row, that will make me gassy for some reason. One time I'll be fine. 2 times in a row, I might feel like bloated or something.
So that's what did you say? You got the chopped salad already chopped up from Trader Joe's?
It comes in a container, and they didn't have it tonight. I just went shopping, but it's Friday night. So although it was good because there was a lot of stuff in stock, there was other things that weren't there tonight. I did stock up on the turkey bacon, so I won't run out.
Oh, good.
Is there I'm sorry, is there a special kind of turkey bacon that you would recommend? Because I really haven't tried it yet. Is there one brand that you seem to like?
From Trader Joe's.
Right.
I'll show you. So theirs is just the uncured turkey bacon.
I see.
And you know what it says, it's turkey used, the turkey used is raised without the use of antibiotics, no artificial ingredients, minimally processed, no nitrates or nitrites added, except for whatever is naturally existing in celery powder and sea salt. So it's, just a more natural, healthier version.
Does it mean that my first one?
So when we were talking about, we were speaking about turkey, reminded me, I've never seen it before. I always just go and buy the regular ground turkey, but they have ground white meat turkey also. Did you know that? They had them side by side. It's the first time I've seen it in the store. My sister asked me about it. I said, I've never seen it. And sure enough, I went the next day and there it was. It's turkey white meat. Maybe that's a little leaner. I don't know. But I just buy the regular kind and I use it like for everything now.
Yeah, it's great.
I just made the sloppy joes. Oh, they were so good. The kids
That's
love them.
another good one.
Yeah.
There's so many great recipes. Like, I want to keep doing these meal plans because I'm like, I want to do the fajitas. The steak fajitas are amazing. There's just so many great recipes out there.
I'm going to make carrot soup this week, which, you know, is it's like a favorite. I really like it. My daughter really likes it. My husband.
I think, don't you put some maple syrup in there? Just like when you make a butternut squash soup? And you use chicken broth, right?
I do use chicken broth. I don't sweeten it. I put a sweet potato in there.
Oh, okay. So that's
to like thicken it up.
Mm-hmm.
But I make a big pot and I just throw, you know, like a small sweet potato in there. And then it's onion and carrots that I just saute a little bit in a little, actually I use clarified butter. And I think I use a little clarified butter and olive oil. I
use the coconut. When I make soups, like when I made the chicken soup and I have to saute like the carrots and the celery and the onions, I just use a little coconut oil.
That's awesome.
I mean, it has no taste in there, so that's good for initially sauteing for soups.
Yeah.
But the sweet potato is a good idea because that's like a natural thickener in there. And of course, between the sweet potato and the carrots, you don't need to add any sweetener.
No, it's really good. But I will add, like from time to time, sometimes I switch it up. Like I'll add like a little nutmeg or a little maybe even cinnamon, and that kind of gives it that more like that butternut squash.
Yes.
But it's really good, and I use the rainbow carrots.
Where do you get them? I've never seen them in the supermarket.
I get them at Trader Joe's, but they do. I just saw them at Stop and Shop.
Really?
Yeah, they have them.
Okay.
They might not always have them, but they had them the other day. So I'm definitely going to make that. Usually when I make that, I will make grilled cheese with it. But I did not think about that when I was at the store because I usually buy a certain multi-grain bread. So it's like a healthier type of bread that I make it with, but that's all right.
What kind of bread do you use?
Trader Joe's has like this multi-grain bread. It's not the same bread that I would normally use for myself because the sprouted grain bread I freeze and then I toast it up, so I don't use that to make the grilled cheese.
Right.
It's like a cleaner version of a thick multi-grain bread, so it makes like a nice grilled cheese.
Nice.
And I just use like the sharp cheddar slices. Trader Joe has that. So
Trader Joe's. We don't. Your girls are like, that's all you do. We shop at Trader Joe's. We don't have one by us. The closest one is all the way out in Comac.
That's where I go. I live in Bayshore.
And where do you live? Bayshore. Oh, well, I'm in Lindenhurst, so I'm a little further.
Is there another Trader Joe's? Is there one by Smith Haven Mall?
Oh, that's even further.
Oh, that's further. You're Lindenhurst. So you're Lindenhurst, so you should go to Comac one. Probably, right?
I know where that. Yeah, that's pretty far though, because I get my hair done and it's like a good half an hour ride just to Larkfield Road, and then it's further down.
Lisa, right? She does your hair. Yeah, she said she goes, I go to Trader Joe's all the time because.
But that's right by her house.
She's like, well, I could walk there. So Lisa, on another call a few weeks ago, she said she gets these frozen coconut chunks from Trader Joe's.
Yes.
They look so good and they're big. And she's like, I only use like one or two in my shake, and she keeps them in the freezer.
Right.
And makes the shake really coconutty. I'm like, I have to remember to get that.
I never saw that, but I don't look a lot at the frozen fruit just because we usually buy the big bag of the organic frozen fruit at Costco.
Yeah. Well, this is like coconut pieces, just coconut.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I never noticed it. So, you know what I really want to make, but when I literally just ran there to get stuff. My husband usually goes to Stop and Shop. So like whatever we want that we can't get at Trader Joe's, he usually does like the Stop and Shop trip, which is usually a lot of stuff, more stuff that my kids want, like my boys who only eat like 4 foods. But I didn't have a plan, but Confessions of a Fit Foodie makes, I think I said this to you guys recently, might have been last week, an amazing beef bolognese, or you could do it as a turkey bolognese in the Instapot.
Yeah.
And it's really, really good. And I honestly didn't remember exactly what I needed for it, because I know you have to like chop up a lot of stuff, but I did buy the Mirapu that I was talking about.
Mirapu.
Yeah.
Sounds like baby talk.
It's like, I don't know, how would you
What
say?
is that?
No.
Mirapoy? I don't know, maybe. It's
Mirepoix.
it's already
French.
chopped up. It's
It's
celery,
French. Mirapoix.
carrot, already chopped up. So like things like this, especially during the week, the Instapot's amazing, because if I have the right stuff in my house, even if I didn't plan out my meal, I can usually throw a dinner together.
Yeah.
It's something like this will save me. Not that I'm opposed to chopping up my own stuff. Probably most of the time I do that, but I just had that feeling like I haven't been good about making my meals, and I'm like, I could just chuck this in it.
Yeah. Totally.
Well, cut yourself some slack. You're working women.
I know.
Honey.
Especially her. She's out of the house, and even though she works close, it's just a lot of running and responsibility and that's a lot.
So
no fun. Doing this like adulting thing is just no fun sometimes.
So Carrie, last week you were saying about all the cut up vegetables. I really need to do that, because if it's there already cut up, I'm not going to say, oh, let me go down and scrape a carrot. I'm not going to do that. So if I do a bunch of them and they stay so well in the little baggies, or even just to make little containers of them cut, so convenient. And I was even telling Georgiana, I don't even go to make myself a salad, because I just don't want to get everything out and chop it up. So if I make a bigger salad, you have it for a few days, as long as you don't use the iceberg, then I will always have this. I'll eat the salad. So it's the same with the vegetables. If it's there, convenient, you'll go for it.
My grandfather used to cut the carrots and put them in a glass in the refrigerator with them sticking up.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's there. Who's there?
my family just walked in.
Hi, family. Hi. Aw, look at that. How nice.
What was that?
It was a beard.
Oh, okay. Hi.
They're all muted. It looks so funny when they're muted and they're moving.
They're so loud.
Yay. Yuli's are home. Where were they?
This is a different call. This is a meal plan call.
Baseball?
He's like 7:15 to 8:30. You're still going. I'm like, this is a different call.
Show you how I meal plan. This is how I meal plan.
Oh, Bailey's. They need to make an alcohol-free one. I bet you they have it. I love that. Is like my favorite.
Creamers. They have like Bailey's coffee creamers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
What did I tell you guys to go get?
See, this is why I have to mute myself.
Oh, that's all right. Don't worry. So what else are you eating? So what are you having for breakfast this week, Susan?
I never plan anything. I just get up and go for it. That's one thing about me. My pantry, my refrigerator, everything. I go 2-3 times a week to the supermarket to get vegetables. So pretty much whatever I feel like making, I can just go for it. I have like the eggs a lot because I want the protein. I'll have that like an English muffin.
I saw you had today. Was it today or yesterday? You had the cantaloupe and blueberries. That looked so good.
Yeah, but you know what? They weren't. It was when you get the fruit that's not really ripe, it kind of makes you not want to get it again. The blueberries were so tart.
I hate
the
that.
cantaloupe was crunchy. It really wasn't in season. And yet, even the strawberries, sometimes I buy them. They're really disgusting.
I know.
You just hit it right sometimes, and then you want to buy more.
They don't even like when they thaw out, like I put them, the girls love them for their lunches. So I'll give them strawberries and I'll put them in a little container. And if they don't eat them all and they come home, they're like weird. And they're like, they're not, like almost like they were frozen and then unfrozen. They're like a weird consistency. We're talking about strawberries.
So I pretty much, like I say, I have a lot of stuff in the house all the time. I don't eat like Carrie. She'll make the meal. She's so good. She, I see all her meals, 5 meals. I don't want to eat that. Like I'll skip a day and then have it, because everything I cook, even though it's just Tim and myself in the house, I still make big portions of everything. And then, what you can freeze, what you can't freeze. So
I have got that on recording.
Real life, people. This is real life. Meal planning in the real world.
So I don't plan meals. I just sit and listen to you girls and pick up some pointers, some new recipes.
You have great pointers. I love your pointers.
So
yeah, totally.
My sister was asking me, she's having trouble with her weight, but I'm not getting her involved. She has too many issues going on right now. So she wouldn't do it. I waste my breath. But she's always saying, well, you have to cook special recipes. And I told her, I said, Nan, not really. I said, I can pretty much make what I've always been making, but I tweak it in a little way. Instead of, using the butter with the vegetables, I use the EVOO. There's so many different ways. Instead of using refined sugar, I'll put the maple sugar in it. Yeah. And I'm learning different healthy little tweaks along the way. Every bit helps, I think. So I haven't really changed my cooking as much. I really haven't.
Yeah, it's a lot of just tweaking. Like even I used to use a lot of butter.
Oh my God!
When I cooked. Before. I mean, seriously, I was like Paula Deen. Like like everything was half a stick of butter. You would have thought I lived in the South. Like any vegetable, butter. Everything had butter on it. That's the way I grew up. So now I'm substituted with the coconut oil, and I find it really replaces the butter. Like sometimes I still use butter, but the coconut oil works like in vegetables, and it works in eggs. Yes. I love it. It's great. I like and my mom was like, God, she was like the pickiest eater. Like she had kids' taste in food, kind of. And she was just so picky. And I would make her eggs and use coconut oil, and she loved them. Like she never knew the difference. So that was good.
Oh, before I forget, I wanted to tell you something. We talked last week about the spiralizer, and I mentioned there was a recipe that if you like macaroni and cheese, you can use the spiralized butternut squash. So I went out and I bought the baby. You take the butternut squash, and then you take like 2 handfuls of the baby spinach. And I made it. It was terrible because, they say salt and pepper to taste. So I really didn't put that much in it. Afterwards, it was very bland, but it's not something I would recommend. No. I wonder on these things, some people, they make a recipe, they rave about it, you make it, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah. That happened to me with, I think it was a 21-day fix macaroni and cheese. I think macaroni and cheese is very hard to make healthy. Yeah. It's right. What makes it good is butter and cheese. It's just, and milk, cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I haven't been able to find like a regular, like a brick cheese, one that's like, most of them are not really reduced fat, and it doesn't take that much fat away if you look on the package.
Sometimes I just wind up getting the full fat. I'd rather have that than like the fat, the one.
Well, mozzarella, you can do it, but I'm saying on the blocks of cheese, cheddar, all those different ones.
I want to put this on my wall.
And they don't melt the same, I don't think. Anyway.
Right. Yeah, it's true. Some of them don't melt at all. But I'm looking forward to a yummy week. I got to do the BLTs. I'm going to put it on the meal plan.
So good.
So good. And tell me again. Tell it again.
So I use the sprouted grain or Ezekiel bread, like that type of bread. Right. Which I keep in the freezer. So I just take it out. I toast it.
Right.
And I mash avocado, and then I use that as my spread.
Right.
And I sprinkle it with everything but the bagel seasoning.
I have that.
I'm totally acting this out for you too.
Oh, good. I love that. I talk with my hands, so it's all good.
Okay. So then I take the turkey bacon and I just put it on top of that.
Turkey
And
bacon.
I slice some tomato. Put that on top, and
lettuce.
Yeah, you can use any kind. I like the butter lettuce, so I put that on top as much as I can make stay on there, and I do just a little sprinkle on the other side. I put just a little of the mashed avocado because I don't want it to be dry, but I also don't want to like not pay attention to portion control.
Right.
So hi, buddy. And then I just do a little drizzle of sriracha. And then that's
Nice.
it.
I would maybe leave the sriracha out. Maybe I'll try it. I've never had it. I mean, I do like spicy. So, what was the thing I was going to ask you? Oh, you have a half a sandwich, right? Like you cut it in half, or do you eat a whole sandwich?
I ate the whole sandwich.
All right.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
I have to see the size of the bread because I think only one slice is a serving.
This is the bread.
Right.
I like sprouted 7 grains.
And so you use 2 pieces of bread?
Yeah. Each slice is 60 calories and a half a gram of fat.
No, I know. I know, like, if you're following the plan to the T, that their one piece of bread is a yellow.
No, but it depends on the bread because
Okay.
Yellow is about 100 to like 120 calories.
Oh, okay.
And this is 60 calories a piece of bread.
Okay.
And it only has 1 gram of sugar. It has 3 grams of protein and 2 grams of fiber.
All right, I have to look at that. I use the David's bread.
Be mindset thing. That's a really good ratio.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm comfortable with eating 2 slices of this.
Okay. No, that's good because I always find it's not enough. Like the half a sandwich. I'm usually still hungry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is good.
All right. And where do you get that bread?
This is a Trader Joe's one, but you could do the same with Ezekiel. But I do think the Ezekiel is higher.
I know. I think the David's bread might be higher, and the pieces of bread are bigger. So
They're
like
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure if you went to like Wild by Nature or Sherry's.
You mean expensive by nature?
Yeah, but you might be able, to find a non-Trader Joe's one that could be comparable. I'm not sure.
Right. That would be good. Okay.
I love the 7 grain. You could even, I don't know if they have it, but you could try Stop and Shop because their Nature's Promise. I don't know. Do you remember me, G, telling you in the summertime, I loved these Nature Promise.
Yes. Buns. You told me.
That's what they were like 7 grain, and they have like the same thing where these have like wheat berries, quinoa, millet, oat, like this is like a. It's not that it's super
hearty
because it's not, but it is like a hearty bread.
Yep.
So.
All right. That sounds awesome. You girls are great. Always coming with the ideas.
About you.
Oh, geez. Well, thank you.
Can we change the subject for just 1 second?
Yeah, but remember, we're recording.
That's okay. It's a clean subject.
You're going to be on YouTube, girl.
I wanted to tell you about the Zodiac cakes. I know Carrie was raving about them, and her niece and nephew love them. So you guys been having them. I haven't tried them, but I just saw today in Target they have the Zodiac cake muffin mix. It was
I haven't had
pricey,
them.
They had blueberry and lemon, and then they also had, it looked like a brownie, but the blondie. It's like a lighter color. Yeah. So they had both of those. I think they're almost $5 a box. But if it's healthy, it doesn't matter. But if you're into the Zodiac cakes, you could check them out.
I have not had those cakes.
I just bought it. They had a big box at the pancake mix they had at Costco.
Yeah.
I bought it, and my first thing, I was making waffles in the waffle maker, and it was okay. Like, I would eat it. I made it for the kids, and they ate it, but they're like, yeah, I don't want another one. Now, they would normally eat like 5 or 6.
Right.
What do you find to be the difference?
Just
the taste, the texture, or what?
Yeah, they're probably not as sweet as what the kids would usually get.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the texture might be a little different because it's more like whole grain. It has a lot of protein in it.
Okay.
Wasn't bad. I probably could have made it different. I just literally followed what it said on the back.
Right.
But there are things you can make with it, so I'm sure it's tweakable.
Right.
And it's fine. It's not like it was bad. But my kids were like, I don't want it anymore. Sorry, buddy. Next. I don't know. Did Daddy say
I feel
that?
so lonely here. Everybody's got their family but me. I chased my family out because last week my grandson was here and he was in the background making these noises. And after I listened back, I heard them. I said, I could have muted that. Every time he came closer, like a little, he's in for the attention of it.
That's so funny. Well, they just yelled at me and asked me if I could talk lower because they're trying to watch TV.
Oh my God.
I'm like, maybe I'm talking louder if you're watching TV. I don't know.
Did you make those treats for your daughter this week?
Oh my God, we totally did not make them.
Again?
And she even said, I can't even tell you. It was such a crazy week. And I still can't. I mean, we were busy. We had like a million activities, but I guess I just didn't anticipate it was going to be that insane. But she was so funny because where were we? On Wednesday, whatever night, one night this week, we had like late, like soccer clinic. And she's like, so could we make those blondies when we get home? I'm like, when we get home, you have to go to bed. Like it's bedtime. But I think we'll probably make them tomorrow because my husband has a double, like 2 days of track meets. So it's just going to be us all day. So we probably will do some cooking.
No excuse this time.
No excuses. I got to hold myself.
But how do you make them? What, did you post a recipe?
Yeah, I didn't post it last time. I forgot when we got off the call. I'm like, I forget which recipes I was supposed to post. Yes, I think I do have, I don't think I have a link. I think I have like a picture of it. Is that okay?
Wasn't this a very simple recipe? Only a few
Not
things
hard.
in it? Yeah.
It is. It's like almond butter, clean chocolate chips, maple syrup. I think there's a little baking soda. There's no eggs. Like you can eat it raw. That's what we were saying. There's probably another ingredient that I'm not thinking of, but I think it's like 4.
Could you post that, please?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, so we'll make that tomorrow. And I still haven't made, I love the oatmeal balls with the chocolate chips. I make those with maple syrup. And we've been wanting to make those too. They're always getting the back seat though. Like we'll start our meal prep and then we run out of time and then we don't get to them.
Oh.
So. But, great. Well, awesome.
Nora's having a meltdown.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Starving. I'm about to have a meltdown. I gotta eat some food.
All right. Is there anything else you guys wanted to share? This was great.
No, I think we're good. We didn't talk about exercising because that totally leaves me out of the picture.
Well, we're both starting Transform 20 Monday. So, and I think Carrie Danielle's starting on Monday too. So like in the group, you'll start seeing a lot of Transform 20 action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be great. I'm really excited about it.
It'll be fun.
It's going to be good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what the workouts are like.
You know what it is? It's like, it goes by so fast.
I know.
Like 20 minutes. There's no excuse.
You know, and Lori said something today, like, yeah, the 20 minutes, totally, like, anybody could do that. But a lot of people are supplementing it and doing it in addition to what they're already doing. Like if they're already runners, they're supplementing it and doing it in addition, which is also.
That will not be me.
No, me neither. I'm sticking with the 20 minutes. That's it.
But I did hear him say, in whatever, I didn't do his workout today, but one of the samples that I did yesterday maybe or something, maybe the 10-minute one or something, he said how the program will also have like an ab workout. There's like a short 10-minute cardio. So like if you want to use them in addition or add on times, he has weighted workouts. So if you're really lifting weights, you could do those. So I'm excited about that because I feel
blah,
like
blah, blah. I'm sorry.
You got us started, girl.
I know. I'm sorry. It's not rude. Carrie's not here to yell at me. Where is Carrie anyway?
She had an event with some people that she was working with,
She was doing some bowling thing, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and she thought she was gonna. She said it's till 7:30, but you know how those things are. They always run over, and when you say goodbye to people, it's like, 2 hours goes by.
Yeah.
So she probably got caught up.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But we'll see her in the group.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a great week.
Yes. Have a good week.
Thanks for hopping on.
Talking to you girls.
All right.
Okay.
Bye. Oh, did we get a
Bye.
picture? Should I get a picture of us
Sure.
to share with the group? All right, don't go away. Hold on. All right, ready, set, say cheese.
Cheese.
All right, I hope it's good. I don't know. All right.
My life is so much better in the kitchen than my bedroom. I should work out in the kitchen.
You should. You know who does? Courtney.
Yeah, I know.
You, I like it.
I know.
You should.
So much better.
You totally. I'm not kidding you. You really should. And it's much more like, not that it's not real life when you're in your bedroom, but it's so much more like, oh my God, she's working out in her kitchen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's just so cool. Do it. See what happens.
Maybe I'll try it.
All right.
Hey, bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good week.
You too.
Yeah.